It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar wide receiver. He had a nice showing in last week's contest, 117 yards. It's the Eagles and the Bears on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Messina. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 75 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Eagles are 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, Bernard, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Huffman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's taken on the 25. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A big play there for Philly. 45 yards on the ground. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Bernard. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Bernard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Messina. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Messina. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Messina trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. On 2nd down now. Bernard, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Bernard, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
playing an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
To throw on second down, Messina. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
On third down, it's Morales. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Messina. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change. And a loose football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action here on first down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard, and he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Bernard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 169 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Messina under a heavy rush, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On second down now, Huffman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Holding, offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand plays.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Finding room at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Messina. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Messina firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On play action, they'll throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 67 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Messina
fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.